What if I told you that not caring about sports isn't a personality flaw? It's actually a psychological signature. While millions of people are losing their minds over a game played by strangers, a quiet group of people sits completely unbothered. And neuroscience has a wild explanation for why. Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you're going to see your own brain in a completely different way. Let's get one thing straight first. You've probably been made to feel weird for it. Someone asks, "Did you watch the game?" And the moment you say no, the room shifts, like you just admitted you've never heard of gravity. But here's what nobody tells you. That discomfort you feel, that's not you being broken. That's actually a clash between two completely different brain operating systems. And today, we're cracking both of them open. Here's why sports fandom exists in the first place, and it goes way deeper than jerseys and stadiums. Humans are wired for tribes. For thousands of years, belonging to a group wasn't about fun, it was about survival. Hunt together, eat. Wander alone, die. That tribal instinct is still sitting inside your brain right now, just dressed in modern clothes. When someone watches their team, their brain releases oxytocin, the same bonding hormone that fires when you hug someone you love. Their brain genuinely starts treating those athletes like family. That's not metaphorical, that's neurochemistry. And then there's dopamine. Every play, every possession, every nail-biting moment floods the brain with anticipation. Research using fMRI scans shows that watching your team activates the same reward circuits as gambling. And the unpredictability is the whole point. Your brain doesn't know if your team wins, so it keeps pumping dopamine to find out. Psychologists call this intermittent reinforcement, the exact same mechanism that makes slot machines so devastatingly addictive. This is why sports fans can't just turn it off. Their brain chemistry won't let them. Now here is where it gets genuinely fascinating. People who don't care about sports aren't missing a passion gene. Their brain's dopamine system simply isn't triggered by vicarious competition. And research from the University of Chicago suggests this could be genetic, variations in dopamine receptor genes that predict how much someone responds to competitive spectator events. Let that sink in. Your complete indifference to whether a team wins or loses might literally be written in your DNA. There's also a psychological concept called tribal instinct levels. Sports non-fans tend to score lower on us versus them thinking. A 2019 study found they're significantly less likely to automatically perceive outsiders as threats or rivals. They don't need a collective identity to feel whole. And their empathy, it doesn't disappear, it just gets redirected. A 2021 study found that people with low sports interest scored notably higher in openness to experience and appreciation for art, beauty, and ideas. They're chasing the same emotional highs, meaning, connection, transcendence. They're just finding them through music, relationships, creative work, or intellectual discovery. Same need, completely different channel.
Now, here's something most psychology channels won't say out loud. For some people, not caring about sports has a backstory. Maybe you were excluded from sports culture growing up. Maybe the aggressive, tribal competitiveness felt uncomfortable. Maybe you just never understood why grown adults screen at televisions over a ball moving across a field. Your indifference isn't random. It might be a very rational response to an environment that never made space for you. There's also a concept psychologists call parasocial investment, the one-sided emotional relationship fans build with teams and players. Sports fans pour real emotional energy into something that will never pour that energy back. People who don't care about sports tend to reject this. They prefer investing their emotional energy where there's reciprocity, in relationships that respond, in projects where their effort changes the outcome, in experiences where they're the participant, not the spectator. That's not coldness, that's actually a very psychologically deliberate way to live. Here's the core difference, and this is the part I want you to really absorb. Sports fans find meaning in narrative, the underdog, the comeback, the dynasty. It's real drama with genuine stakes, and the unpredictability is what makes the story compelling. People who don't care about sports often find that same randomness meaningless. Their internal logic is, why would I emotionally invest in an outcome I can't control, performed by people I don't know, in a game that has zero effect on my actual life? That's not cynicism. That's a different relationship with meaning. Psychologist Mihaly Csikszentmihalyi, who studied flow states, those peak moments of complete absorption, found they can be triggered by countless different activities. For some people, it's a championship game. For others, it's writing, or solving a problem, or getting lost in a conversation that changes how they see the world. The flow state is the same, the trigger is just completely different. So here's what I want you to walk away with today. If you don't care about sports, you're not missing a fundamental human experience. Your brain's reward circuits, your tribal instincts, your empathy, they're all calibrated differently. And different doesn't mean defective. The next time someone asks, "Did you see the game?" and you genuinely could not care less, you can smile knowing that your brain is simply playing a different game, one with rules only you set, stakes only you define. And honestly, that's kind of fascinating in itself. Now here's what I want you to do right now, and this one actually matters. Drop in the comments, are you someone who loves sports or couldn't care less? And more importantly, what do you get that emotional high from instead? Music? Books? Gaming? Work? I genuinely want to know, because the answers every time reveal something incredible about how differently people's brains are wired. If this hits something in you, the next video on why introverts process the world on a neurologically deeper level is going to completely rewire how you see quiet people, including maybe yourself. It's right there. Watch it next.